Very good evening to everyone. Very good evening to um, everyone who's joining in tonight. I greet you all in the wonderful name of Jesus. And I'm so excited and happy, to be back here on this platform, once again. Tonight, um, I'm not really, here to share sermon, share preachings, and whatnot. But I'm just here for very, very special reason that I'm going to be sharing with you any minute from now. So kindly share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Tell a friend that I'm live. And yeah. So share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Invite somebody. Tell them that I'm live. Okay. As you're still joining in, it's good to see everybody. I seldom go live these days, but tonight's live broadcast is very important, and it's something that I have to do, something that I really have to do. So so join in. Oh God. Okay. All right, so share the broadcast, share the broadcast, share the broadcast. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a brother, to tell a brother that I'm live. I just have a few issues that I want to address tonight on this platform. And I believe that by the time I'm done with this broadcast tonight, there's going to be a bit of some clarity, out there on a lot of things, that are happening around me, around my ministry, around everything that that concerns me. So kindly share the broadcast. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everyone. 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 Hello, hello. It's good to see Tutaleni from Namibia. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see. Who else is there? Who else is there? Girls Kachingwe. It's good to see you. It is so good to see you. I'm just delighted to see you. So keep on sharing the broadcast. Keep on sharing the broadcast. I'm just here to set the record straight, about a lot of things. Tonight's broadcast is going to be one hell of a broadcast. That I can assure you. And this is not going to be the last broadcast I'll be doing regarding the issues that I'll be talking about. But I still have 2 or 3 more live broadcasts that I'm going to do after I am done with this one here. So just to give you a bit of a background, as you all know, to those who are just joining in now, you probably don't know who I am. My name is Jay Israel, born and bred in Zimbabwe. I've done this, I've done that, I've been through it all. But at the end of the day, what matters is that I'm here and I'm still alive, and I thank God for keeping me safe. I thank God for safeguarding my life, up to this day. I thank God for safeguarding my life up to this day. So tell a friend to tell a friend that I'm live, and invite them all to come and join in. Invite them all to come and join in. Invite them all to come and join in. Tell them that we are here. Tell them that we are here. Okay. Tell them that we are here. Thank you. Thank you to all those who are sharing. Thank you to all those who are joining in. Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Yeah, I'm wearing a Mickey Mouse. By the way, there's nothing. I think this is something I also have to, probably address as well. I saw over the past few days, people have been really lashing out at me, about my dressing. You look too flashy and all that. But look, when we say back to Christ and when we say we're going back to Christ, it doesn't mean that we have to look poor, It doesn't mean that we have to come out here and showcase poverty. You understand? And one thing that I'll do, especially now, one thing that I'm going to do, especially right now, now that I'm not collecting anybody's offering, I'm not collecting anybody's tithe, I'm not collecting anybody's seed, and it makes me so happy. That is why I can happily, look good. I can happily, do this and do that, because I know that the money that I am spending is money that I'm working for. This is not money that I'm saying to people, bring a seed or bring an offering or stuff like that. This is money that I'm working for. So I'm going to be very unapologetic, when it comes to me looking good and dressing nice and, showing up to show off. Okay. I see somebody says, where are you now? Okay, I'm not going to tell you that right now, but as time goes on, I'm going to tell you. So to cut the long story short, and also looking at my time, by exactly 8 o'clock, I want to be watching the president addressing the nation. So I'm going to try by all means to be as fast as possible. Take you through this broadcast, So a few months ago, I was in Durban. And as I was in Durban, we were busy with ministry. In Durban, we're busy with ministry. I was ministering. We were going heavy, with our online church. And I remember there was a day that I was talking about Emmanuel Makandiwa. I was talking about Emmanuel Makandiwa on that particular day. And then it so happened that as I was talking about Emmanuel Makandiwa, I mentioned Blessing Mashangwa in the process. I don't want to waste a lot of time, beat about the bushes, go there. I just want to go straight to the point. I mentioned Blessing Mashangwa in that broadcast that I did. After mentioning a name, I was just using her as a reference, to what I was talking about on that particular day. So it so happened, that I've got a friend. From Zimbabwe, a very good friend of mine. I'm sure she mentioned her in one of the interviews that she did recently. And my friend, she's a very wealthy businesswoman in Zimbabwe, doing quite well for herself. She got in touch with me, and she said to me, look, Blessing is looking for a number. And can I give her? So I said, yeah, sure. I mean, you can put us on a 3-way call so that we can talk together. So we went on a 3-way call, but unfortunately, I was not able to connect to the 3-way call. Okay. So after that, she gave her my number, and then Blessing Mashangwa contacted me. Innocently, as innocent as I talk to everybody, everybody that I talk to out there, I talk to everybody innocently. So innocently, I started talking to Blessing Mashangwa a few months ago. I started talking to her. We started talking on WhatsApp. And as we were talking on WhatsApp, we started talking, relating. She was relating to me her story, everything that she was going through. So but when I met Blessing Mashangwa, she was going through a process, a very painful process that she was going through. She had lost everything. She had lost her business. She had lost money. She had lost a lot of things, and she was in a process of trying to rebuild herself. So as we were talking, I said to her, look, I'm planning to move to Durban. I want to move to Durban so that I can establish myself. I want to move to Johannesburg so that I can, establish myself in Joburg, go strong into business, as I'll be going strong into the business. I want to make sure that as I'll be going into the business, I'm going to be focusing on the online ministry. And as I'll be doing online ministry, I'll also be focusing on the business. So she said to me, you know what? I actually have a house in Johannesburg. She said to me she had a house in Johannesburg. Because of the things that she was going through, she could not afford the house anymore. She couldn't afford paying for the bond of that house anymore because the house is still on bond. So she said to me, it's fine, you know what? You can come to Johannesburg. I can give you my house. You can stay in the house, then you can pay. I'm not talking about things that I'm making up or anything, but everything I'm going to say tonight is backed up with evidence, because I've gotten to a place and a point where I'm actually very tired of being abused. I'm actually very tired of being victimized and everything happening to me here again and again, again and again. I've gotten to a point where I'm actually very tired. And tonight, I just want to, speak out a few stuff that are very important, for everybody who follows me, for everyone who follows me to really come to understand. I believe that when Blessing Mashangwa contacted me for the very first time, I was an assignment. I was an assignment to her and to whoever. I believe, there are pastors also who are involved in her coming to me. I believe I was an assignment that she was actually sent to say, go and make sure that you destroy this guy's ministry. Okay, so going down with everything, after she contacted me, she said to me, okay, I've got a house in Joburg. She could not afford paying for that house anymore. And she said to me she wants to downsize and get a smaller house that can accommodate herself and her kids together. And I said, it's fine. I'm going to take the house. Already I was doing business deals and everything. So money was coming here and there. I took the house. We agreed on a rental payment of about 35,000 rands every month. And I said to her, it's fine. I'm going to pay you 6 months in advance. I'm going to pay you 6 months in advance of the rental. And in the process, after you receive the 6 months in advance of rental, let us talk about me purchasing the house. And then she agreed to it. She agreed to it. She said, it's fine. You can pay me the 6 months in advance. And then I paid her. I think I paid about 100 and... let me just check here quickly. I put everything down here. 175,000 that I paid to Blessing. So as I'm getting down to talk about a lot of things that I want to talk about here, I just want everyone to be on the, to be at a place where you actually understand what's going on. Because the reason why I'm saying all this, it's unnecessary to many of you. But I strongly feel this is actually very necessary at this point in time. That is why I'm actually coming out to speak about it. Okay, I'm trying to go through my payment history with Blessing Mashangwa. So as you can see here, I paid 175,000 rands. That's from my FNB app. 175,000 rands that I paid to her account. And that was the first amount that I transferred to Blessing Mashangwa's account. After that, I moved to Joburg. Put up my studio, and I was getting ready to broadcast. Along the way, things happened between me and her. Honestly speaking, it's actually absurd for people to actually think I was with Blessing Mashangwa because of money. Blessing Mashangwa is broke. Blessing Mashangwa is in a process of rebuilding herself. When I met her, she couldn't afford paying for the bond. The money that I gave to her, it actually helped her for the house not to be repossessed. It helped her for the house not to be repossessed. So for people to come out and say, I was with her because of money, I'll tell you one thing right now. I was with Blessing because I was actually in love with her. I was actually in love with her. That is why I was with Blessing. I was not with her for anything, because out there, she gives an image to people and to everybody who talks to her, everybody who talks to Blessing Mashangwa, she always goes to them, oh, Jay used me, this and that. She went to Solomon, who happens to be my public enemy, something that everybody knows, She goes to him and then she cries to him, she cries victim. After I'm done with what I'm going to be speaking about tonight, a lot of you are going to really understand what is going on and what exactly is it that is going on right now, So I want to quickly, because of my time, I want to quickly go straight to the point. And now we got into a relationship, myself and Blessing. As we got into a relationship, she had moved out of the house. I had moved into the house, a house that I was paying for, 35,000 rands a month that I was paying in that house. excluding the other utilities and everything. On top of that, I say to her, okay, I want to purchase the house. So let's talk about me purchasing the house. Let me buy the house from you because you can't afford anymore. And she was happy with that arrangement. And then I said, okay, it's fine. As you are moving out, I'm going to renovate an apartment for you. I'm going to renovate an apartment for you, and you're going to stay there. This is money that I'm spending on you as somebody I'm in love with, not as somebody I just met or whatnot, you know. I did that, renovated an apartment for her. You had her confirming, you know, the other time when she was live that I renovated a penthouse for her and she was happy. I was not with Blessing because of anything. In actual fact, I'm the one who should be crying, and I'm the one who should be, you know, people should be looking at me and saying, Blessing used you, you know, because I'm going to show you all the statements, the amounts of monies that I sent to Blessing, the monies that I was sending to her because she wanted help with the kids, she wanted help, you know, with this, she wanted help with this, she wanted help, and I kept on sending money. 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 So what I want to get to right now is that Blessing Mashangwa sells perfumes. That's the business. That's the business that Blessing Mashangwa does. She sells perfumes. One perfume is probably 100 Rand or 50 Rand or so. And over the past year, 1 year and a half, she has not been in business. She's been out of business. You know, she's been out of business. So I just want to stress a point. The reason why I keep on emphasizing on this, I just want to stress a point that I was not with this woman because of money. Yes, she's older than me. She's 40 years old and I'm 28, you know. She went live the other day and she lied to people and she said to people, Jezro is 34 because she was feeling, you know, shy and embarrassed to tell the world that she was in love with a 28-year-old guy, yet she's 40. I'm not embarrassed about that because I know, you know, age is just a number. Age is nothing but a number. So you can date whoever you want to date. You can be with whoever you want to be with as long as you love each other. And that's what me and Blessing Mashangwa shared. Along the way, from the day that I started talking to Blessing Mashangwa, she was recording me. She was recording our voice calls. She was recording each and everything, you know, that we were talking about. From the day that we met, from day one, Blessing Mashangwa was recording me. She has got all the chats. She has got all the voice conversations from day number one, ever since me and her started talking, up to this date. Up to this date. Little did I know that this is somebody who was sent. She was sent to me by whoever sent her to me for reasons that are known to her, you know. After I met Blessing Mashangwa, my live broadcasts and everything that I was planning to go live and everything should always come up with excuses for all those things not to happen. I believe up to now, in as much as I've been trying to protect her and to protect her to say this, I wrote a very nice letter the other day. I put it out on Facebook. Because I wanted people to have a good image about her. I wanted people to look at her and say, oh no, but she's actually a good person. I did that because I was protecting her. But the day that I decided that from today I'm not going to protect this woman anymore was the day that I got to know that Blessing Mashangwa sent people and paid people with which money, I don't know. She sent people to come and kill me. That was the day that I decided that I'm never going to protect this woman ever again. When I got the information that she sent people to kill me, and the same people that she sent to kill me, she hired people. She hired people from, I don't know, from wherever she hired them from. She hired these people. She hired these people to come and kill me. And today I'm speaking with so much rage and so much anger because everything I'm going to narrate tonight, I want to ask a question to everybody who's bashing me online and everything regarding this whole Blessing Mashangwa thing. When women are being abused, they cry out and, they get attention from so many people crying with them, sympathizing. But when men are being abused in relationships, who do they cry out to? That's the question. When men are also being abused in relationships, who do they cry out to? So I'm coming out right now to speak, and I'm saying, I got information that Blessing Mashangwa wanted to kill me. She paid people, and these people wanted to take my life. When she saw that that plot did not work and it didn't materialize, before I get to the plot, because the plot is a recent thing. So I mentioned that I moved to Joburg. When I moved to Joburg, she moved out, and then I got occupation of the house, which was an arrangement that we did for me, because I was going to pay, I was going to buy the house. I was going to buy the house from her. But in the process of buying the house, I said, I'm going to put a down payment of 6 months rental, which was about 35,000 rands a month. Things happened along the way. We had our fights. We had our ups. We had our downs. Things happened, this and that. A lot of stuff happened. Normal relationship stuff. We started fighting. As we were fighting, we had entered into a deal together. We got into a deal, me and Blessing. And we were supposed to buy merchandise worth 1.2 million rands. And the merchandise we're supposed to buy, we sat down together and we said, okay, it's fine. Look, let's do this business and let's see where it's going to take us. I told her straight up, I said, Blessing, you need to start afresh. You need to put your life together. You need to start afresh. I can help you do that. She proposed the business to me. She's the one who came with the idea. She's the one who came with the business. And she told me, and actually one of my drivers actually said to her, no, it's fine. You know what? I know 1, 2, 3, 4 regarding this business. She came to me, she presented the business, and I said, let's do it. And I said, let's do it. Let's do the business. She put 600,000 rands. And apparently, I only got to know later, that was her last money that she was saving. She put 600,000 rands into the deal. I also put 600,000 rands into the deal. We were supposed to get the stuff we were supposed to get. Things went south. The business did not materialize. After that, the business went down. The business didn't materialize and things went south. And I said to Blessing, you know what? We have lost money. You have lost money. I have lost money. I understand. You are at a point where you are trying to rebuild yourself, and the money that you have put in here was your last money, I understand. I'm going to take the fall because I'm a man. I'm going to take the fall of the business. Your 600,000 rands that you lost in the business, I'm going to refund you. And already I think I gave her about 300,000 rands, out of that 600,000 rands that she lost. I sent her 300,000 rands, I gave her 100,000 rands in cash, and the other one was through transfers. Because I had a heart for her. 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 She's somebody I loved. She's somebody that I wanted, to be with. And I'm not ashamed of talking about it in this way. The day that I realized also that I'm actually dealing with somebody who's mentally not stable. I was going through her stuff, some papers. I got to know that she's bipolar. She was diagnosed or whatever, with bipolar and stuff. So it now explained to me all the things that she was doing. Blessing tried to call people to come and terrorize my family at one point. She called people to come and terrorize my family. She terrorized people. She sent people to come and terrorize my family in the house. She hired bouncers from wherever. I don't know where she got them from. And she told me that the bouncers were her brothers. They came home and they harassed my mother, harassed my sister, harassed my brother, harassed my security, and harassed everybody at home. I kept quiet. She went on again. She kept on doing stuff up to a point where I was confused, and I couldn't understand the behavior of Blessing. Why? How on earth does a person behave in this manner? How on earth does a person behave in this manner? So when I finally got to know that she's bipolar, it explained everything. That actually this person is mentally unstable. It explained everything to me. Recently, when she saw that everything had failed, Blessing, this is the most brutal thing that Blessing is plotting against me as we speak right now. Blessing bought a gun. I don't know where she bought it from. And all these things that she's trying to do, she's trying so hard and so bad. She's trying so hard to take me down. She bought a gun. I don't know where she got the gun from. She sent me a message and she said to me, "We have found the gun that you were hiding in the garage. And the police have told us that this gun was used for murder. This gun was used for armed robbery, this gun." So I was like, Blessing, all the time you've known me, have you ever seen me carrying a gun? It gave me so much anger because I could see that this person is now trying to frame me for murder. She's now trying to frame me for a lot of things. She's framing me, she's coming up with stories, she's building stories, she's doing this, she's coming up with a lot of things as I'm talking to you right now. This is something that is ongoing as we speak. Before I even get to that, she called some bouncer brothers of hers to come to the house one time, and my security was not there. They held me at ransom, they held me hostage. And they put me, they set me down in the lounge. And they said I must speak on a video that I owe Blessing Mashangwa money. And all these guys were surrounding me and they said, if you don't speak, then you're not going to leave this place. She recorded a video of me saying that I owe Blessing Mashangwa money, 600,000 rands. But this is money that we got into a business deal together. I lost my 600,000. She lost her 600,000. But because she thinks she's got a mafia mentality, she comes up with all these things. If you see her speaking out there, she speaks so well. She comes out, she speaks as if she's an innocent person, she's a victim. You don't know the person you are dealing with. Let me tell you something right now. If you go to Blessing's family, and I want you to take this and take this very importantly. If you go to Blessing's family, a few months ago, Blessing poisoned her mother. And I wanna say this right here on this live broadcast. The family has been suffering and struggling and trying to find out what exactly is going on. A few days ago, they asked her a question on a live broadcast. And they said to her, "Blessing, did you poison your mother?" Those who are from Zimbabwe will tell you this is what is going on right now in Zimbabwe. Blessing Mashangwa poisoned her mother. She wanted to kill her mother. And as if that was enough, she went on, after poisoning her mother, she went on to arrange a second wife for her father. She went on to arrange a second wife for her father. And if she wants to dispute this, she must come out and dispute, because the family sat her down. The family sat her down and they asked her questions. They said, "Did you poison your mother? Did you do this? Are you organizing a second wife for your father?" Blessing Mashangwa poisoned her mother. After poisoning her mother, right, the family knows what I'm talking about. This is not a secret whatsoever. She mentioned in one of her live broadcasts just recently, and she said that she has got a sister who invited Evidence Chari's wife to her house. And they don't see eye to eye with the sister. Blessing wanted to take over all the assets of the father. There is a squabble about stands as we speak. And Blessing has been fighting. Blessing has been fighting to make sure that she gets all the wealth of the father before the father dies. And if she wants to come out and dispute and deny all these things that I'm saying right now, let her come out and dispute and say that I'm lying. I feel pity for this 419 journalist called Solomon, who thinks that he is helping a sane woman because of J. Israel. Simply because I'm enemies with Solomon, that is why he's running with the story of Blessing Mashangwa. No, it's not even because Solomon wants to help this woman. Solomon has got a score to settle with me. All these things that they're doing, it's a score to settle with me. Now, all the journalists in Zimbabwe call Blessing Mashangwa and ask her why she poisoned her mother. Call Blessing Mashangwa and ask her why she organized a second wife for her father, who is blind in Zimbabwe. Call all the journalists in Zimbabwe. Call her and ask her if I'm lying. So if somebody can poison her own mother, what about me, J. Israel? And all the plans of Blessing Mashangwa to take my life and to kill me, they failed. Because the last time she sent people to look for me and kill me, I was not in South Africa. I was not there. I was not there. I don't have a reason to come out and lie about somebody. They asked her this question in one of the live broadcasts just a few days ago. And they said, Blessing Mashangwa, did you poison your mother? Did you poison your mother? She went around and round and round. She could not even respond to that question because she knows what she did. She poisoned the mother because she said that she hates the mother so much because of what the mother did to her when she was young. Blessing has got burns all over her body. And she claims that the mother wanted to kill her when she was young. And she has vowed that she will never stop. She has vowed that she will never stop until the mother is dead because of what the mother did to her when she was young. The family members of Blessing Mashangwa, if you say I am lying about these things, you know what I'm talking about. When Blessing Mashangwa went to Zimbabwe, the family sat her down and they asked her, they said, Blessing, did you poison your mother? Did you poison your mother? And Blessing was teary and crying as if she didn't know anything. And they threatened her that if you don't agree, we've got cameras in the house that show that you poisoned the mother. Somebody comes here and says, Jay is so petty. This is pettiness. You don't understand the pettiness of this issue because you're not in my shoes. You don't know the number of people, the number of hitmen that have been sent to come and kill me. You don't know the plot that Blessing Mashangwa has to frame me for murder and kidnapping. You don't know. You don't know. And all the pastors who are working together with Blessing Mashangwa and paying her to do what she's doing, don't worry. My name is J. Israel. You cannot just take me down easily. You can't. It's impossible. Not me. Not J. Israel. Now look at the family. Somebody says, leave Blessing's family. I'll not leave them out of it because they also want the truth and they want closure. So now I'm telling them the truth. I'm telling them the truth from me. Because she told me these things in confidence. She told me she wanted to take all the stands. And a few days ago, I think probably a week or so, all the stands that were left, that are supposed to be inheritance for the family members, they were all signed by the mother to Blessing's name. Why were they signed to Blessing's name? Because the mother is afraid. She knows that she's going to die if she doesn't do that. Because that's how Blessing operates. To a point where she's broke, extremely broke, and she can't afford anything. When I came into Blessing's life, I paid for her bond. She had a debt, a water debt in that house of about 300,000 rands that I paid for, and I cleared the debt. Somebody says, I'm talking out of bitterness. Listen, how can I write a very nice love letter a few days ago and I post it on Facebook, then today I come and I change my... No, it's not because I'm crazy. I know what I'm talking about. I know the kind of person I'm talking about right here, the kind of person I'm dealing with. I know. She can go to the High Court and have a protection order against me. I also have a protection order against Blessing. I've got a protection order against Blessing Mashangwa because of the things that she's trying to do to me. She'll come out and act innocent, and she's been paying journalists and using all these 419 people like Solomon and all of them to say, circulate my charity video so that people can think I'm a giver. No. Before all these people who are trying to say Blessing is a good person, go and ask the family. If I'm lying, go and ask them. Did she not poison her mother? Did she not arrange a second wife? And now to make things worse, the second wife that she was arranging for her father happens to be the mom's young sister. The second wife she was arranging for the father happens to be the mom's young sister. The mother was in hospital, hospitalized after Blessing poisoned her. She was hospitalized for days, and Blessing never went to see her because she thought the mother was going to die, but the mother did not die. The mother didn't die. She has a protection order against me. I also have my protection order against her. She'll come out and say, Jezreel was this, Jezreel this, Jezreel this, Jezreel this. But to be honest with you, I'm not saying all these things that I'm saying because I'm trying to justify myself or I'm trying to make myself better or anything. But I'm saying all these things because I'm tired of the abuse that this woman has put me through. I'm tired of the abuse that this woman has put my family through. My family has gone through a lot because of this woman. I have personally gone through a lot because of this woman. And I want to put it on record. Whatever that she's going to try and do, whatever that somebody says, bring evidence. Me, I don't need evidence. Call the family and ask them. Call the family of Blessing Mashangwa and ask them if what I'm saying is a lie. They're going to tell you it is true. There were meetings upon meetings in the family of Blessing because Blessing was facilitating a second wife for the father. These are not lies. This is the truth. She can come out and say Jezreel is bad, he's a bad person. Yes, I'm bad. I'm bad. I've made mistakes. Am I proud of the mistakes I've made? No. I've done things. Am I proud of the things I've done? No. One of my worst mistakes ever was to meet Blessing Mashangwa because the day I met her, whoever had sent Blessing Mashangwa, their plot and everything that they planned, it worked out very well. And I must applaud them because it worked. Very, very well. Very, very well. Blessing Mashangwa is a con woman. Just a month ago, she has got an ex-boyfriend that she called. She scammed her about almost 200,000 rands. They have dealings that they do with the ex-husband of extorting money from people. Magaya was a victim. Magaya from Zimbabwe was a victim. They go to this wealthy man, businessman, and when they go to this wealthy businessman, they pose as if they want to do business with them. Then Blessing Mashangwa starts chatting to the man as if there's love involved. When they go to the hotel or when they go wherever, Blessing Mashangwa will tip the ex-husband and say, hey, get ready. And then they come and budge in with cameras and everything. Then they extort money. All that we know. The drugs that she has been trafficking from South Africa to Zimbabwe. All that. Because of what she's doing to me. Because she declared to me and she said it's a war between myself and her. The drugs that she's been trafficking. The drugs she's been trafficking from South Africa to Zimbabwe. And all her Nigerian kingpins that she works with here in Zimbabwe. Everything is going to come out. And this is the first broadcast that I'm doing regarding this matter. And I'm not going to stop for any reason because Blessing, together with her friends and her pastors, that they have joined forces together to take me down. We shall see. We shall see how it's going to end. We shall see how it's going to end. Because my name is J. Israel. Me, I don't just... you cannot just come here and make me a playground and expect me. And expect me to keep quiet. You can't. That's impossible. It will never happen. Here's a question that I want to ask before I go live, before I finish this broadcast. Blessing Mashangwa says that she's been going against Magaya in Zimbabwe. She went against Magaya in Zimbabwe, a pastor called Magaya in Zimbabwe. They took each other to court and everything, and she had an affair with Magaya in Zimbabwe. And they wanted to extort money from Magaya in Zimbabwe. From there she moved, she went to Emmanuel Makandiwa. She wanted to do the same thing again. The video that has been circulating everywhere, I'm highly convinced that Blessing Mashangwa is the one who recorded the video because she wanted to extort money from Emmanuel Makandiwa. And I was caught up in the middle. I was caught up in the middle. In the middle of the conspiracy, I was used in the middle of the conspiracy. But look, from there she came to me. Now she's having issues with me, this and that and that and that. If she hates prophet so much, why does she keep on moving from one prophet to the other, one prophet to the other, one prophet to the other? What for? What for? Like I said, you can come here with your nasty comments, with your negative comments. This broadcast is directed to people who are supposed to hear what I'm saying. This broadcast right here. For example, she came on live broadcast and she said that her house was broken into. That's a lie. Her house has never been broken into. She came on live broadcast and she said that Evidence Chari stole 11 of her TVs. In as much as Evidence is my enemy and is somebody I don't even want to see. That I can boldly say it's a lie. Because there are no 11 TVs in Blessing's house. No 11 TVs. Where did they come from? Where did they come from? It's a lie. She went on live broadcast, sat there and lied. But I want you to know this. Whether you love me or you hate me, this is just the beginning. And this one, I'm not going to back down because it's a war and I will not back down. God bless you.